I believe that grace is a direct response to gratitude. That the more grateful you are, the more grace steps in and shows itself and mirrors the gratitude that you have.
Don't be afraid. All you have to know is who you are, because there is no such thing as failure. There is no such thing as failure. What other people label or might try to call failure, I have learned is just God's way of pointing you in a new direction.
What you appreciate appreciates. What you appreciate in life actually appreciates, meaning it grows. So imagine this. Imagine you have a thought experiment where you did this every single day if you're willing. What if the only things in your life tomorrow are the things you express gratitude for today? What if the only things in your life you had, the people, the opportunities, the resources, the objects, all the things, what if the only things you kept tomorrow are the things you've expressed gratitude for today? Would you live differently? Of course, we all would. And how does it feel to feel grateful? It's amazing, right? Because somebody can have everything and not appreciate it, and it feels like they have nothing. But somebody can have very little resources, but they feel so grateful and appreciative. They like have everything.
How does one lead a meaningful life? Because ultimately, isn't that what we all want? We want to lead a life so that however we transition, people can say, wow, that was a bright one. I think that it comes from a deep sense of awareness about who you are and why you're here. It comes from being in touch with, on a regular basis, the appreciation and the holy gratitude that should fill each of our hearts on a regular basis, just knowing what a privilege it is to be here and to be human.
Make sure your daily attitude is filled with love and gratitude. I know you may not be where you want to be in life. Finances may not be in the right place. Relationship may be in shambles. But you woke up this morning. It's a blessing. If you're still breathing, you still have an opportunity to be achieving. So start your day by counting your blessings and give thanks for the many lessons that life has put you in a position to learn from, that life has put you in a position to grow from. Give thanks for having the strength to power through all of the stressing, to power through all of the adversity, to power through all of the hard times, all of the rough patches. And if you smack dab in the middle of one right now, give thanks because the universe, because God is going to see you through this. And on the other side of that darkness comes your sunshine.
Say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already.
Sometimes you find out what you're supposed to be doing by doing the things you're not supposed to do. So don't expect the perfect job that defines your life's work to come along next week. If that happens, take the blessing and run with it. But if not, be grateful to be on the path where you eventually want to live. Abide in the space of gratitude, because this is what I know for sure, that only through being grateful for how far you've come in your path can you leave room for more blessings to flow. Blessings flow in the space of gratitude. Everything in your life is happening to teach you more about yourself. So even in a crisis, be grateful. When disappointed, be grateful. When things aren't going the way you want them to, be grateful that you have sense enough to turn it around. Even when things are difficult, be grateful. Honor your calling. Don't worry about how successful you will be. Don't worry about it. Focus on how significant you can be in service, and the success will take care of itself. And always take a stand for yourself, your values. You're defined by what you stand for. Your integrity is not for sale.
Right now it may be dark, but there's a seed that's being planted. And so I want you to bury the past. I want you to fertilize the present. And I want you to give thanks, because the flower of you is going to blossom in the future. You might not have all the riches in the world. You may not have the best relationship. You may not have the best health. But you have opportunity. You still have air in your lungs. And that means you still have a chance to turn it all around. You have a chance to right your wrongs. You gotta give thanks, because if you don't have the best health, you have a chance for a miracle. If you don't have the best relationship, you have a chance to end that bad one. Remove that toxic person from your life. Remove those toxic people from your life. Fall in love with yourself and allow the universe, allow God to bring the right person and the right people into your life.
Many people would say, well, that's very easy. When you are happy, you are grateful. But think again. Is it really the happy people that are grateful? We all know quite a number of people who have everything that it would take to be happy, and they are not happy because they want something else, or they want more of the same. And we all know people who have lots of misfortune that we ourselves would not want to have, and they are deeply happy. They radiate happiness. We are surprised. Why? Because they are grateful. So it is not happiness that makes us grateful. It's gratefulness that makes us happy. If you think it's happiness that makes you grateful, think again. It's gratefulness that makes you happy.
I know that it's possible to do for every one of our lives, every one of us in our lives, to help somebody, to liberate somebody, to save somebody. And I know when you move through life living your own truth and live through the paradigm of service, you too will be all right. So I beseech you to go forth and serve. Serve first yourself. Honor your calling. Do what you're supposed to do. Honor your Creator, your family, your ancestors. And when you walk this path of privilege, don't forget the less privileged you leave behind.
That when you show gratitude, it helps shield you from negativity. Makes you a naturally happier person. Helps you eliminate stress. Helps you heal from previous traumatic experiences. Helps you sleep better. Helps boost your self-esteem. It enhances your law of attraction. That's right. When you give thanks and show gratitude, It improves your relationships. See, when people see you got that glow, that positive inner glow is contagious, and it attracts the right people into your inner space.
Is to express your gratitude in one of two ways. You could express it with people around you, and that's wonderful. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, express gratitude for the person that lives or delivers your mail, wherever you are, express gratitude for them, and or express gratitude in a journal. A lot of people, they like to express gratitude by writing things down. So it's verbally is great, but also writing things down kinesthetically. There's something about putting pen to paper and to be able to see all those things. Some people, what they'll do is they'll write on a little note card one thing they're grateful for that day, and they'll put it into like a fishbowl. And then at the end of like 365 days after a year, they just go and read all those things. And I even just get goosebumps thinking about that. I call them truth bumps, but it just, how do you come alive that way? And so my challenge for you today is you deserve to feel like you have more than you think you have. Like if you want to feel truly wealthy, count all of the things you have in your life that money cannot buy.
See, gratitude is the best medicine. It heals your mind, body, and spirit, and ultimately attracts more things for you to be grateful for. So I implore you to wake up each and every day and give thanks and show gratitude for what you have in your life. And once you do that, you'll find yourself climbing over the hump and making each and every day of your life a Wednesday. Give thanks, show gratitude,